These days, privacy is a rare commodity. You're connected to the internet pretty much all the time. Thanks to Amazon, even your microwave is connected to the web. I talked to Mr. McFadden to find out more about how you can keep yourself safe online.
It's really important that you're smart about what you do online, because in today's day and age, you don't know when the things you post online might come back to haunt you. There have been a lot of stories in the recent news of things that have been uncovered of people's social media posts that have cost college scholarships, have cost jobs, and a lot of public embarrassment. So it's really important that when you're posting things online, you are posting things that are positive, because you are creating an impression of yourself. Just like when you meet someone in person, now you're creating a digital online persona that people are going to associate with the things that you say and post online. It's also really important to make sure that you have some sense of privacy online. In today's day and age, we've given up a lot of our privacy, but we want to try and maintain as much of that as possible. The best way to do that is to make sure that in any social media sites you use, you're locking down your privacy settings, because the default settings are going to be very public. So it's important that you read the terms of usage for that particular site, and then you go into the security settings to make sure that you set those down to private. In addition, when you log out of any of your social media platforms, it's really important that you log out and not simply close the browser tab. So one of the most important things you have to remember is even after you leave a social media site, you haven't really left it. Each site, each app has some way of tracking your behaviors after you leave their site. So whether it's Facebook or Twitter or any other platform, it follows you around and sees what other kinds of things you're doing on the internet, because that allows them to then target advertisings and other things that they think you want to see. So the other thing we want to make sure is that you're being secure on the internet. There are a lot of people out there that are going to try to scam people on the internet, and one of the ways they do this is through phishing scams, which are things like emails that look like they're coming from a legitimate company. Might look like it's coming from Apple or some other social media platform, but it's really an attempt to try and get you to give up personal identifiable information such as passwords. Know that they are never going to email you that information, and so you don't ever want to reply to those emails. You just want to make sure that you delete those. You also want to be aware of people that can try and hack into your social media, for instance, trying to maybe put you in a bad position or make you look bad. So again, it's really important that you are closing out properly when you log out of your social media platforms by hitting the log out button and not simply closing out on a tab. One of the ways you can ensure your safety when you're going to sites is when you look in the URL up at the top left-hand corner of the address bar, you want to make sure that you see HTTPS, which means the site is transmitting information securely, which will prevent information such as personal information from being identified by someone in the middle. It will only be able to be unencrypted by the proper receiver. So in summary, what I would say is make sure that you're really aware of the things that you post online and how they can come back to you later. Always make sure that you are locking down your social media sites so that things are not coming out that you don't want the public to see. And just be mindful of the sites that you go to and the emails you receive so that you don't end up the victim of being hacked or scammed.